Hello, second graders. Welcome to our next lesson for place value with money, thinking about coins and bills. Today, our lesson is titled Pocketful of Coins. Take a look at the coins that Carlos and Serafin had in their pockets. They each took out their coins to look at them. What do you notice about the coins they have? And what do you wonder? Are you able to look closely and see which coins they have? Or maybe how much money they have in their hands? Take a moment to count them. You can pause this video if you need. Okay, so here are a few things that other students might have noticed or wondered. Some students noticed that Carlos has more coins than Serafin, but Serafin has a quarter. And we know that quarters are worth more than pennies, nickels, and dimes. Was anyone able to figure out how much money each of them has? Who has more money? You're going to solve problem number 1. How much money does each child have in their hand? How much money did the two children have in all? Show your thinking with pictures, numbers, or words. I would like you to show how you solved either on your whiteboard or click on the link in the red box to the Money Pieces app and take a screenshot of your work from the app, or take a picture of your completed work on your whiteboard and insert it into the box. Figure out how much money Carlos has, how much money Serafin has, and how much money they have all together. You may need to look at a picture of money. I will insert our poem about money and the value of the coins if you need to take a look at them a little bit closer, if you can't tell the difference between a nickel and a quarter or a dime and a nickel. So you will solve that on your own and show me your work. But we are also now going to take a look at some other students and the way that they solved. So this is a student named Brett. Let's look at how Brett solved this problem. He said that Carlos had 43 cents and Serafin had 34 cents. He said altogether they had 77 cents. Take a look at the box below at how Brett organized the coins in order to count them. He sorted the coins and then counted each type. He counted the dimes by tens. At the top, there were 2 dimes. He counted the nickels by fives, and there were 4 nickels. And the pennies by ones, and there were 3 pennies, 43 cents. When he counted Serafin's coins, he started with 25 because Serafin had a quarter, and a quarter is worth 25. Serafin had 1 nickel, which was worth 5 cents. So 25 plus 5 got him to 30. Then Serafin had 4 pennies. A penny is each worth 1. So adding on 1 each time, 31, 32, 33, 34. Serafin had 34, and Carlos had 43. Now Brett needed to add those numbers together. 43 plus 34. Second graders, I noticed that Brett labeled the digit in the tens place with a blue marker and the digits in his ones place with a red marker. And he added his tens together. 40 plus 30. 40 plus 30 equals 70. And then he went back and added the digits from his ones place. 3 and 4. 3 plus 4 equals 7. His last step was to add his tens plus his ones. 70 plus 7 equals 77. So that is one way you could have added Carlos and Seraphin's money together. Here is another solution. This is Lola. Look at how Lola solved the problem. Lola used money value pieces to show the value of each of the coins. She also found that Carlos had 43 cents and Seraphin had 34 cents. Then she had to add them together, 43 plus 34. Lola used the break apart method. She split apart 43 into 40 and 3, and split 34 into 30 and 4. Her tens are labeled with blue marker, and her ones are labeled with red marker. From there, she added 40 plus 30 equals 70, and 3 plus 4 is 7. 77 cents in all. Next, you will solve problem number 2. How much money is inside the piggy bank? How much money is outside of it? And how much money is there in all? Show your thinking with pictures, numbers, and words. Once again, either using the Money Pieces app on the computer or showing your work on a whiteboard and adding the picture to this slide. Okay, second graders, this brings us to number 3. Now, number 3 is a little bit different than the previous problems. Let's listen and see how it is different. How much more money does Salvador have than Jesse? How much more do they need to make $1? Show your thinking with pictures, numbers, or words. So first, you have to figure out how much more money does Salvador have than Jesse. So you will need to figure out how much Salvador has, how much Jesse has, and then figure out how much more does Salvador have than Jesse. To solve this, you could use a number line or another strategy that you feel most comfortable with. After you've figured out how much more Salvador has than Jesse, you will need to add the two amounts together. Add Salvador's total plus Jesse's total and figure out how much more money they would need to make $1 or have 100 cents. So this problem involves more than one step. I want you to try your best. And lastly, you get to make your very own money problem. You can choose between this slide and the next one. The first option is to make your own story problem with counting change. So moving the coins onto the hands and then write out your story problem. Or you can choose option 2, using the piggy bank option. So drag coins to either be inside or outside of the piggy bank and write your story problem. When we meet in small group later this week, I might choose one of your story problems to share with the group.